Mời quý vị bắt đầu theo dõi chuyên mục Cuộc sống thông minh. Thưa quý vị, trong chuyên mục kỳ này, chúng tôi sẽ trò chuyện với bác sĩ JD Feweda về các vấn đề về mắt gây ra bởi bệnh tiểu đường. Good morning, Dr. JD. Thank you for joining in our program today. Now, first of all, why is it so important to talk about the diabetic disease?
Well, as I spoke to you earlier, November 14 is World Diabetes Day, and in Vietnam, diabetes is really becoming a big problem. So I think it's worth talking about it.
Why is it growing so fast? I mean, the patients that have diabetes growing so fast these days?
Mostly it has to do with diet. People eat unhealthy, they drink too many sugary drinks, and so on and so on. They don't go out for sports. They all sit in cars or sit on scooters instead of on the bike. So it has to do with the habit of the people.
Yeah, and I heard that diabetes can cause a lot of problems with our eyes, and even people can go blind because of diabetes. So what is the main problems, eye problems that are caused by diabetes?
Well, you know, diabetes in general affects the blood vessels. It closes the blood vessels, and in certain organs where you have a very limited circulation, they cause more damage, like the kidneys, the nervous system, but also the eyes. And when the blood vessels close, you get a whole process of problems that you get new blood vessels which can cause bleedings, then they can cause scars and retinal detachment, and eventually you can go blind. The blood vessels in the retina, they close up, and then the circulation of the retina reduces. That means the retina doesn't get enough oxygen.
Okay.
Yes, and because the retina doesn't get enough oxygen, you get a whole set of process with new blood vessels growing. They are bad quality, so they start bleeding. Then you get scars, and then you get retinal detachment, and then you go blind. If you, like I said, if you don't do anything.
Don't have the treatments, yeah.
Right.
And then how often should we go to have our eyes checked, especially with the diabetes patients?
Well, if you have diabetes, what we recommend, and that's the recommendation of the WHO, is that you check your eyes every year. Now, of course, if we find that there is a problem, we will increase the number of times that you have to check, but at least once a year.
At least once a year for normal people?
No, for diabetics.
For diabetes patients?
For diabetics, yes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you have diabetes, you don't feel the problem. Yeah, but we can see the problem coming. So we want to treat the problem before you see any problem coming.
For example, we haven't checked our eyes yet for diabetics.
Right.
And how can we detect the diabetic retinopathy?
Yeah, that's the hard thing. If you start detecting it, a lot of times there's a lot of damage already. Yes, and that really is a problem. If you come early, we can treat your eyes either with injections or with laser, and we can avoid doing surgery. But if you come too late, often we have to do surgery also, and that's of course a whole different story.
And are those treatments at all available here in Vietnam?
Yes, most of the treatments, current treatments, are readily available in Vietnam. Some medicines still are very expensive, but in general, I think we can give the world-class treatment to the Vietnamese diabetics.
Because you say that we have to go and have our eyes checked once a year, especially for diabetic patients. But normally in Vietnam, people wait until they have something wrong with our visions, their visions, then they go see doctor. And what can you say about this? It is the wrong way to treat our.
It has all to do with education. Yes, if you have a diabetic patient, if I have a diabetic patient, my first time I meet that patient, I talk a lot with those patients and explain them why it is necessary to check their eyes every year. I have been doing diabetic patients for over 20 years. Before I came to Vietnam, about 70% of my patients were diabetic patients. So I know it is very important to motivate your patients to come and check, even if they have no complaints.
Okay. And one more time, like you say that the World Diabetes Day is November 14th. So what the message that you want to deliver to our audience and especially your consults for them?
My advice, November 14th is not a day to celebrate, but a day to be aware. Diabetes can cause damage to your eyes, also other parts of your body. Take good care of your body. Yes, diabetes is not only taking your pills, it's also a healthy lifestyle. Don't eat the wrong things. A lot of times people in Vietnam expect the doctors to tell the patient what to do. But I want the patients to learn about their own disease so they can treat their own disease better by eating healthier.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for your insights and your advice, Dr. JD. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Tôi là ở thành phố Đà Nẵng. Tôi vào đây là do là con mắt bị tiểu đường. Năm nay là 15 năm rồi. Do là bị bong vọc mạc đáy mắt do tiểu đường gây ra. Cái là mắt tôi là khó chịu với bị cộm nhiều á. Sau giờ trừ mới la da một lần thì cảm thấy rất rõ ràng, tiến triển tốt.